wind didn't howl across Angikuni Lake. It screamed. Joe LaBelle stumbled forward, each step a battle against the relentless cold that gnawed at his bones. His breath, visible in ragged puffs, was swallowed by an unnatural silence. No wolves, no rustling. Not even the crunch of his own footsteps seemed to reach his ears. Something was wrong, terribly, impossibly wrong. The Inuit village should have been a beacon of warmth and life amidst the desolate tundra. But as Joe crested the final hill, his blood turned to ice in his veins. A chilling discovery in the desolate Inuit village. Darkness, stillness, silence. Joe's mind reeled. He'd been here just months ago. Shared meals, laughter, stories. Now, nothing. As he entered the village, the wrongness intensified. Huts stood with doors agape as if they'd disgorged their occupants in a frenzy. Inside, half-eaten meals lay frozen in bowls, utensils still clutched by phantom hands. Coats hung limply, seeming to sway, though there was no breeze. "Hello?" Joe called, his voice swallowed by the oppressive quiet. No echo, no response. A flicker of movement caught his eye, there, then gone. A child? A shadow? Joe spun, heart thundering. Nothing but empty huts and accusing darkness. The stench hit him then, acrid, like extinguished fires in something older, rotting, primal. Joe gagged, doubling over as nausea clawed at his gut. When he straightened, the world tilted. For a heartbeat, the village transformed. Fires roared in hearths, laughter echoed, and warm bodies brushed past him. Then, with a sickening lurch, it was gone. Cold, empty, dead. Joe stumbled backward, his sanity fraying. "This isn't real," he muttered. "This can't be real." But it was. And it was about to get worse. The dogs lay in a spiral, their bodies contorted at impossible angles. At the center, a symbol carved into the ice. Ancient, wrong, its very shape an affront to reason. Joe's eyes were drawn to it, unable to look away as the lines seemed to writhe and pulse. A whisper brushed against his ear, unintelligible yet heavy with malice. Joe whirled. There was nothing. Only wind. Only cold. He ran. Toward the graveyard. A mistake. Open graves leered at him, claw marks scoring the frozen earth, both inside and out, as if something had clawed its way out, and then tried desperately to get back in. A child's laughter pealed through the air, high and mocking. The crackle of phantom fires, the murmur of voices just beyond comprehension. Joe fled, terror lending him speed, but the village seemed to stretch, to twist. Everywhere he turned, more empty huts, more staring windows, more silence that screamed louder than any voice. The symbol from the dog spiral blazed in his mind. He knew, with a certainty that defied logic, that they were coming. Whatever had taken the village, erased it, was returning. For him. Joe ran until his lungs burned and his legs gave out. He collapsed in the snow, miles from the village, shaking uncontrollably. When rescue finally came days later, he babbled incoherently about vanished villages and ancient symbols and things that lurked just out of sight. The Mounties found nothing. No village, no dogs, not even Joe's tracks in the snow. Just wine, just cold. Years passed. The legend of Angikuni Lake grew, whispered around campfires as a warning. But legends have a way of drawing the curious. A young anthropologist, Evelyn Reese, stood at the shores of Angikuni Lake, her research equipment arranged neatly in her tent. She'd come to debunk the myth to prove there was a rational explanation. As twilight fell, pinpricks of light flickered in the distance. A village? Impossible. And yet, Evelyn shouldered her pack, a thrill of excitement and unease coursing through her. She took one step toward the lights, then another. The wind picked up, carrying whispers, laughter, the promise of friends. Evelyn walked on, unaware of the ancient symbol etched in the ice beneath her feet. Unaware of the hungry shadows that stretched toward her. Unaware that the cycle had begun again. In the distance, a village waited. Fires burned in empty hearths. Meals lay abandoned. And something ancient and patient watched and waited and hungered. The wind howled. Across Angikuni Lake, carrying secrets no living soul should hear.